My name is Brian Briel, and today I'm here to talk to you briefly about our nation's Christian heritage. In spite of the enormous effort to revise our nation's history in order to erase the clear Christian heritage, the preponderance of evidence leaves us with the conclusion that this nation was founded as a Christian nation. The evidence will demonstrate beyond a reasonable doubt that this nation was explored and founded for the purpose of creating and maintaining a Christian nation. However, the last century has seen an explosion of secular humanism and the attempt to relegate the Christian religion to the privacy of the individual. This movement has been successful at removing the Christian influence from the public sector and is seeking to remove the influence of Christianity from the nation's history. The evidence presented in this brief treatment will leave no doubt that though America may not be a Christian nation today, it was founded and maintained as a Christian nation for most of its storied history. The evidence that we have of our nation's Christian heritage goes all the way back to the very beginning with the earliest commissions, charters, and grants provided to those who discovered and founded colonies here in the United States. The original commission given to Christopher Columbus by King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella invokes the grace of God in hopes that he, God, would assist Columbus to discover new continents and new islands. The grant provided to Sir Walter Raleigh by Queen Elizabeth also had written by her hand in the grace of God, and it granted Raleigh the authority to enact laws of government as long as they were not in violation of the Christian faith. We also find evidence in the charters granted for the establishment of each of the original colonies. In each of these charters, they express a singular purpose of establishing and propagating the Christian faith. We also have other such examples such as the Mayflower Compact, the Fundamental Orders of Connecticut, and the Charter of Privileges for the province of Pennsylvania. In each of these, they all clearly indicate that the Christian religion was to be at the heart of government. Our own Declaration of Independence also provides further evidence of our nation's Christian heritage. In it, it identifies a Creator God as the source from whom we receive all of our basic rights. In it, it identifies a supreme judge of the world as the source of authority for this declaration. And in it, it identifies a reliance on divine providence as the source of protection for this new nation. The individual state constitutions also provide us clear evidence of our nation's Christian heritage. All or most clearly state or imply the importance and necessity of religion for good community. All or most also invoke the authority and providence of the God of Christianity, not just any God, but the God of Christianity. And some even require that elected officials make a public profession of Christian faith before taking office. Our U.S. Constitution also adds to the body of evidence as it prohibits Congress from passing laws that amount to the government sanction of one religion over another. But it also prohibits the same Congress from passing laws which would inhibit the individual's freedom to exercise his or her religious faith in private or in public. You see, this commonly held belief today that our Constitution provides a separation of church and state is simply non-existent in the U.S. Constitution or in any of our founding documents. We also find further evidence in Supreme Court rulings. Whether they be state or federal Supreme Court courts, numerous rulings have associated the common law with our Christian heritage. One such ruling is found in the U.S. Supreme Court ruling in the case of Holy Trinity Church versus the United States of 1892. In this case, justices discussed at length our nation's Christian heritage, and in the end they recognized that this nation was founded as a Christian nation and was still a Christian nation. We see that in this statement from that case. These and many other matters which might be noticed add a volume of unofficial declarations to the mass of organic utterances that this is a Christian nation. If you would like to check my sources, I will provide the link to the source for these pieces of evidence with this video. In conclusion, the Constitution of the United States provides every citizen the freedom to choose any or no religion at all. However, it does not provide citizens the freedom to revise our history in an attempt to distort or remove this nation's Christian heritage. No amount of revisionist history can change the facts or explain away the clear sentiment of our founding documents. These are irrefutable evidences of America's Christian heritage. Whether or not we choose to believe as did the founders is irrelevant to the discussion of our nation's history and its Christian heritage. Whether or not this nation returns to its Christian roots is also irrelevant concerning the historicity of America's Christian foundation. Thank you.